Alright, man. It's like OTF cannot catch a break. OTF cannot catch a break. OTF Booney Mo. Y'all know who that is too. Or Boona, my fault. I think Booney Mo too. Something happened with him. But OTF Boona done kidnapped somebody and duct taped them and locked them up in a basement. And unalived them, man. We gonna see what's going on, man. They not making Lil Durk case look any better. I ain't gonna lie. Even though everything is separate, at the end of the day, it all links together all the time. I don't care what nobody say. It can all be linked together if anybody wants to, bro. They gonna look at your affiliates, see who you around, see what you was putting yourself around, and then look at your case, and it's gonna be all bad for everybody. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
We're gonna be speaking on Lil Durk affiliate OTF Boona,
man,
being charged with kidnapping a man, duct taping his hands, and then executing him with a firearm.
Man.
There's an old saying, you can take a dog out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the dog. Chicago has bred some of the most ruthless killers, and generations of kids have grown up around vicious, senseless violence. So what happens when one of these kids moves out of Chicago? You'd think it would save them, but the reality is, hurt people, and some people are just too.
And the money could be dried up, bro. You never know, bro. Durk been gone for almost a year. You feel me? No, Von not outside. Duty low. He ain't bringing in no money like Durk and no was. Ain't no other rapper from OTF bringing in money besides Durk. Realistically, everybody else gone. And a lot of these other people who's around, like Chucky and Fatso and all of them, these not they homies. These not they big homies. These not they homies for real. It was Durk they was with. I don't even know if they still with OTF, if I'm being honest.
Gone. 32-year-old Michael Golden would be more commonly known as OTF Boona, a close associate of Lil Durk. A black disciple, Boona was from Lamron, otherwise known as 300, and his reputation has him listed as one of them ones. With arrests as early as 17 for a weapon, 18 for armed robbery, and later for a machine gun, Boona was very much a product of his environment, but soon he'd start to exceed expectations. With Durk's rise to fame, he'd move OTF down south, making Atlanta home base. Boona was now out of the south side of Chicago, but apparently couldn't let go of his old ways. In March of 2021, Boona was accused of jumping out of an SRT Durango and opening fire on 4 people outside of a mall, resulting in a gunfight. 3 would end up shot, including a 6-year-old boy.
How was he out of jail? They said this in 2021. How was he out in 2025 to even be able to do this? I would think bro would still be locked up. I ain't gonna lie. He did what? In broad daylight and what? I would think bro still locked up for that.
Boona would jump back in the SUV and flee the scene without realizing he dropped his phone. This piece of evidence would lead to his arrest. 19-year-old Jakava Harris was shot in the foot before firing back at Boona. 19-year-old Deshaun Powell was shot in the back, and 18-year-old Karanji Reese would be unharmed. These 3 were members of MCF/Glizzy Gang, MCF standing for Money Comes First. The one who shot back was known as Lil Man, a local rapper from Atlanta.
Lil Man.
This shootout would set off a chain of events. 3 months after the mall shooting, Lil Durk's house in Atlanta was broken into by home invaders, and gunshots were exchanged. The very next month, 19-year-old Marcus Holland Jr. was killed. He was known as Mark, was a member of MCF Glizzy Gang, and is rumored to have been one of the shooters that broke into Durk's home. It's been said they targeted Durk after Man was shot by OTF Boona. MCF Glizzy Gang would damn near fall apart as Man would be sentenced to federal prison after a federal agent was shot during a car theft. Karanji Reese would later be arrested for a nightclub shooting in which he allegedly shot 6 people, killing 2. With Durk's federal takedown, it would seem the city of Atlanta now felt like they could target OTF, knowing the main source of income behind them was gone. Just months ago, OTF Duty Low would be robbed and shot in Atlanta, and an affiliate of Quando Rondo would post his chain and watch to Instagram. But Boona wasn't hiding behind Durk's money. And Durk's lyrics would highlight the type of savage Boona is, as Durk said in his song, Monitoring Me. Boona a bug, he gon' get up with you. See, I pay him not to get rid of. Talking about the ones with the Twitter.
I ain't gonna lie, bro talk so slow.
Boona had a reputation of violence, and on July 22nd, 2025, he'd remind everyone.
My husband was driving, it was around 7 a.m. leaving to work, and he actually saw the body and saw the officers, and he stopped and he was like, you know, should we be worried?
What makes this mystery even more puzzling is what Abby Gonzalez and her neighbors say they didn't hear at around 6 o'clock Tuesday morning. No gunshots, no screams, no sounds of violence that would explain how a man in his 20s ended up dead with a gunshot wound.
I have 2 little ones in the house, and we're always outside here in the church, so it makes us like, you know, feel scared a little bit.
Police arrived on scene locating a Hispanic man who'd been shot to death, but nobody reported gunfire. The next day, the man was identified as 28-year-old Oscar Alexis Cruz, a father of 1. Investigators would soon learn of the horrors Oscar went through leading up to his violent death. An arrest warrant would be signed for Boona on August 7th. It would allege Boona traveled to Lawrenceville, a city 40 minutes from downtown Atlanta. Between 1:30 in the morning and 3 a.m., police allege Boona broke into Oscar's home, bound his hands with duct tape, demanded money, searched through his home, and executed him by shooting him multiple times, then dumped his body 9 minutes away in a church parking lot. Boona would be
crazy though. That's wild. That's actually wild. You think you away from the city, you 40 minutes away. Somebody drive out there just to get you and execute you, tie you up, look for money, execute you, then drop you off at the church? That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy right now.
Murder, aggravated assault, home invasion,
that's wild.
Kidnapping, armed robbery, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Escaping the city of Chicago and moving to Atlanta for a new start, OTF Boona is just Boona without Durk. The fame, the fortune, was sitting inside of a federal facility, while Boona was left to fend for himself and revert back to the old him. As the quote says, you can take a dog out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the dog. And now, Boona is facing fucking forever. And for bounding someone with duct tape,
he's out forever.
I wouldn't be surprised if he faces execution by the state of Georgia. Now, one of the most important things to take from this video, in my opinion, is Lil Durk is OTF. OTF is nothing without Lil Durk.
Yes.
I don't think anybody has really reached that level of success aside from a handful of people out of Chicago, right? You got G Herbo, you got Chief Keef. As far as like millionaires or even multi-millionaires, Lil Durk is up there. And the guys he had around him were willing to do shit because that's what kept him in Durk's circle. Other than that, they didn't have anything. They didn't really add any value. They weren't dropping hit songs. And the music is how Durk is getting all of his fucking money. Without Durk, these dudes ain't OTF, they're just them. The money, the fame, the fortune, it's gone. It's inside of a federal facility.
And that's what people be talking about, bro. Like even Lil Zay was talking about, he talking about THF Zoo back in the hood wearing big t-shirts and loose tank tops or something like that. And it's like, he said it to be funny, but it could be true. Like, he might not be that messed up. He could be, but he might not be. But the problem is, or the fact of the matter is, a lot of people is not seeing the same amount of money that they was when Durk was out, bro. Durk was not able to come out and make songs and make these brand deals and do this and do that and be able to, you know, take care of people. You feel me? But it's like now that he in jail, people gotta almost revert back to their old ways. They gotta fend for themselves, bro. That's why you see YSL Mondo, he went and started driving a forklift. You feel me? A lot of people ain't finna go do that, bro. Especially after they just came from doing or being at a certain level of having money, bro. They not finna go drive no forklift or do nothing. These people not finna, you know what I'm saying? And low key, it's dangerous for some people to even be working a job. Honestly,
it's Durk. Without him,
they done made it too hot in their life.
Else. And the thing is, I'm gonna be blunt with it. When Durk got locked up, whoever else was claiming OTF in Atlanta, all that shit they was stirring up, you know, they said Vaughn went down there and killed somebody, this and that. Then they had the robbery case where someone else got popped. Like, they went down to Atlanta and got into some shit. But the thing is, Durk had a shitload of money behind him, which meant so did OTF. And without Durk, these dudes out here doing whatever. We don't know what Boona was going through. He could have been trying to rob dude for weed, jewelry, whatever. We don't know the situation. I'm sure it wasn't just a random robbery, you know what I'm saying? Like, I highly doubt it. He was most likely looking for something, didn't find it, and everything was too far gone. Now he feels like he gotta kill him, and he did. I don't know how he got caught up. I don't know the details. There's a lot of details that haven't been released. All we can go off is the warrant, and this is what the warrant alleges. He broke into the crib, tied him up with fucking duct tape, searched through his shit, threatened him, kidnapped him, shot him to death, and dumped him in a church parking lot where he got found by a neighbor at 6 in the morning.
Man.
And you know, the realization sets in when you see people that were once with a multi-millionaire traveling the world, being up on stage with him, now doing desperate crash out shit like this. And the realization is gonna hit him even more now that he realizes he needs a legal team and he doesn't have that Drew Findling money. He doesn't.
I'm about to say, and Durk fighting his own case. He can't just put money behind you. It's not like you just go to jail and he could just put up something for you. Nah. All his money is going to his stuff right now. He got bills he still probably paying from jail. Tuition for kid, all type of stuff. All type of stuff. Durk ain't, bro. Durk ain't be putting money behind crash outs going to jail, bro. It's just what is what it is.
Have young thugs, lawyers' money, you know. He don't have. He's just fucking Boona. What does he have? The fact that he went and allegedly did something like this shows you he doesn't have much. Otherwise, he wouldn't be risking it all.
Facts.
And that's honestly what I respect about Duty Low. He got robbed, he got shot, and he went and did an interview on Danza Project. Shout out to them. And he basically broke it down like, you know what? Some gangster shit went down, and I just gotta respect the game. That's it. He didn't go crash out about it because he's still getting to a bag. He still has something going on. And he's staying out the way because clearly he watched his boy get taken down by the feds. And obviously nobody wants to go out like that.
Exactly.
So I hope y'all are able to get a message out of this video. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake.
I'm talking about a message, man. I think the message is clearly to people that was in OTF and stuff, bro. Y'all gotta, bro, crashing out is not the way to go. Y'all gonna end up exactly what Durk had, bro. And the thing about it is, you doing all this, Durk has a chance of getting out. Like, realistically, there's a chance Durk could get out someday in the next 3-4 years. But you done did some crash out stuff within that time, and now you locked up forever, you know? So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully they get smarter, bro. Hopefully y'all already got the name OTF behind y'all. Y'all got a cheat code, bro. Y'all literally got a cheat code. If y'all just get in the studio and try to rap or something, bro. Like, I don't want people to feel like that's the only thing they can do, but it's like, bro, you got a name. You have something in front of your name that's gonna get you automatic views, automatic fame, automatic attention. You just have to produce. All y'all gotta do is lock in that studio, bro. Durk can't be the only one in the studio going crazy and being a breadwinner for the team, man.
Alright, I'ma fuck with you.
Let's take a nap, sipping on my cup, slide in the traffic, ride in the traffic, waiting on the traffic.